Today we're looking at 5 upbeat intro riffs, all short, catchy, musical and packed with that bluesy flavour we all love. They're iconic, tasty, and they teach us some real guitar essentials. String skipping, bends, arpeggios, slides, smooth changes, each one is like a little guitar ninja move. Number 1. Folsom Prison Blues. Here we have that Johnny Cash bouncing country bluesish flavour. We start with a B7 shape, and that's where we leave our fingers for most of the intro. Just the triad. So we have middle finger 2nd fret A, 3rd finger 2nd fret G, index finger 1st fret D. Picking, we play 3 down on the A string. Then in staggered pairs, play D, G, D, G, A, D. We bring the middle finger up on the fretting hand to the 2nd fret of the E. We pick it and then pull the finger downwards to stretch the string, create that slight bend, and then take the finger off to play the open E string. Slow down play through. If you want to go into the beginning of the rest of the song, we change to an E chord and then we alternate the E string, chords, A string, chords. And that gets us into the feel of the song. This is one of those riffs you can play at any speed and it just sounds cool. It's instantly recognisable. Now we've bounced our way into a warm-up, we're going to move on to something brighter, poppier and very, very Beatles. Number 2. Day Tripper. We use a combination of open strings and fretted notes. I'll talk you through the fingers that I use that I think make this flow smoother. So starting on the E string, open E, then we play 3rd fret, 4th fret. I do this with my middle finger and then ring finger. We move on with our index finger to roll over the 2nd fret of the A and then the 2nd fret of the D. We take our fingers off, play the open D, which gives us that bluesy 7th note. We then put our fingers into a power chord position, 2nd fret A, 4th fret D. We play A, D, A. Then we play open D, 2nd fret D. Play through slowly. Focus on clean picking. I'm going to play this through 4 times in a row, slightly slower than the song. We can lock in that groove because this riff really lives or dies on timing. 1, 2, 3, 4. This riff sits right in the sweet spot, poppy enough to sing along, bluesy enough to feel like a legend playing it. Alright, we're keeping things upbeat, but now let's add a little glamour. Time for a riff with a smooth, classy swagger. Number 3. Pretty Woman is all about sounding smooth, confident and stylish. It's the guitar equivalent of walking down the red carpet at a movie premiere. We are playing an E7 arpeggio. We've got a couple of nice techniques thrown in there. There's a slide into the second note, a little bit of vibrato. And from watching Roy Orbison play this on a live video, we've got a really good opportunity to develop our stretch potential. Here we go. E string, open, down, up. We then take our third finger on the fretting hand and slide it into the 4th fret. We're not necessarily sliding it from a specific fret. We just want to hear it slid into the 4th. We then take index finger, 2nd fret A, pinky or 3rd finger, 5th fret E. And when we get there, there's a dramatic vibrato. So we just wobble that string from side to side, and that hangs in the space. That happens twice. Move it into the full riff. We begin it with the same, but instead of hanging on fret 5, we drop down to the D string, play 4th fret with the 3rd finger, index finger plays 2nd fret, then back to the pinky or 3rd finger on fret 5, and we repeat this riff. 4 times. And then it moves into the singing. Once you put this together, you can really hear how powerful shapes can be. It's a fixed position and it really asserts itself. Let's change gears and genres completely. It's time to jump into some pure soul. Number 4, respect. R-E-S-P-E-C-T. This intro is short, sharp and unbelievably effective. It's unmistakably identifiable. We have 2 notes from a C chord. We're playing double stop, so we're playing these strings together. Middle finger 9th fret G, index finger 8th fret B, and we have a snappy down up just on those strings. So we need this hand here, the strumming hand ready to deaden the strings once we've played, and these fingers are going to raise slightly, so it gives us that real sweet stop. We then, whilst leaving the index finger on that 8th fret, we're going to take the 3rd finger to fret 10, and all the fingers in a row are going to help push this string up. We're going to bend it a half step to that real spicy blues 7th. Move down to the 1st and 2nd frets, the fingers in the same position. This gives us 2 notes from the F chord, as you'll surely know, and we repeat the same pattern. So we've got the 2 fingers on the 2nd and 1st frets, and the bend is on the 2nd fret, again doing the half step. And that's actually quite a friendly bend to make on an acoustic guitar. We all know that the strings are harder to bend because of the tension down the lower fret, but actually to get that half step is quite nice. So popping that together, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. And then if you feel like singing, what you want, baby, I got it. We can play those chords and just enjoy that song. Play it like you mean it, small but mighty. 2 simple positions and the entire room knows exactly what song it is. Finally, let's crank up the energy with a bit more drive. Number 5. Fortunate Son. This riff looks simple on paper, but getting control over those shapes and moving minus buzzing or slips is probably the hardest part of it, but well worth developing the technique. We have 4 positions in this G major sliding harmony scale. We start on fret 9 of the D string and fret 8 of the B string. We play these together. The reason I'm using my middle finger and third finger will become clear as we move through the shape, but it ultimately makes the whole thing flow much smoother. Fingers in positions, we're just going to get used to this sound. We play the D string, then the B string, but what we do to get their feel, we slide into the shape. We then move down to fret 7 and 6, stay on the same strings. We then move to frets 5 and 5, but we're taking the third finger to 5 and adding the pinky onto the B string, which means we don't have to disconnect the ring finger. We slide again. I'm sliding from approximately 2 frets below each position, but we don't want to hear the 2 different positions. We just want to hear it sliding into that final shape. Shape number 4 keeps the ring finger on fret 5 D string, and we swap the pinky for the index finger, fret 3 B string. Playing through those 4 positions, we have 4 beats in each one, and you may have noticed that I'm going for a little bit of vibrato on each one to make those strings just have that nice gentle wobble. So side to side string wobble. Then when we get to position 4, we bring the pinky to fret 6 of the E string, bend it down slightly, and then index finger, 3rd fret E. Play through nice and slowly. This intro is awesome, and once you've nailed those smooth transitions, it's super cool to play. A rich burst of techniques to level up your playing. Each one of these intros contains little bits of solo phrasing that you can use in your playing going forwards in many, many situations. Riffs that sound great, feel great, and won't make you want to throw your guitar out the window. In this lesson, we're looking at 5 rock riffs you can use to level up your picking technique. I will see you next time.